Alright then, we're gonna play Mega Mary. Basically, it's a Mega Man clone using Toho characters. With some unique properties to it. We're going with Reimu first. Alright, the main thing to know is that you have two playable characters. Alice and Marisa. Alice does regular shots that are stronger than... Wait, Marisa does regular shots. Yeah, Marisa does regular shots like so. As you can see, they're relatively decent strength. Alice does a laser that does multiple hits of damage, but is weaker. So it's about learning out which one to use and which one not to use, depending upon the situation. More than fair, you could probably go for the entire game just playing one of the two if you're good enough. One other thing to note is you have two energy meters, one for each character, so you effectively have nearly 2 lives per life. Not exactly 2 lives. If either Alice or Marisa dies, you basically lose a life. What you can do is if Alice gets near death, for example, switch to Marisa and play as her for a bit. So effectively, it's close to it. Yeah. Basically Toho characters. Some in minor roles, some in medium roles, and some in major roles. And apparently some random monsters, some of which may be based on actual Toho characters. The crows are probably a reference to Aya. I've seen her with them. Or those ravens, whatever. Sometimes I find it best just to push forward and not worry about finishing off the enemies. Because if you spend too much time trying to kill them, you tend to take more damage that way. Unfortunately. Of course, it seems like the enemies can keep attacking even when they're off screen, which is rather underhanded. One mistake you don't want to make is thinking, I can survive another hit, only to find out you can't. And then hidden there is an energy tank, or a mushroom tank in the case of this game. Basically, if you play Mega Man, you should know what an energy tank does. And for the record, only restores the HP of one of the two characters, not both of them. And for the record, that fairy's annoying. Because it hits you, it basically causes you to get knocked off because of the wind that Aya's creating. Sometimes what you want to do is concentrate more on dodging than attacking. That fairy will eventually pass. The fun part continues. And yeah, it's a weapon to the enemy that seems to have an infinite amount of HP. Or might as well have an infinite amount at this rate. I'll be surprised if I can get past the boss with this much life left. So I'm just gonna be Alice to speed things up. Okay, that's better. Alright, here we go. And of course, they have a good variety of attacks they can use. Just a matter of knowing when to jump and when to move forward. Fortunately, as her HP gets lower, she'll start putting out these orbs, which, yeah, like that. They take up a lot of space. They don't take up that much space, but they make it a lot harder to dodge stuff because you have to focus on them too. Okay, now switch. And this is where the trick comes in. Darn it. Okay, this is another mistake you can have to avoid making. Let's play as Marisa first this time. Try to get as much HP down as we can. Maybe I should have used that energy tank, but I wanted to save it. Okay, now switch to Alice. The thing is, whoever picks up the item essentially gets the weapon. And the weapon they get differs from the other person. Essentially. Now, I'm gonna go back in the Reimu stage on purpose to show off the weapon, and because I'm gonna do get another energy tank. Basically, hold on a second here. Alice gets this weapon. Basically, the homing attack is pretty nice and effective. I'm not sure if I should show off the other weapons or not. I'll think about it.